Welcome to Zoo Review, where I basically talk about certain zoo pets in this. Oh my god. Welcome to Zoo Review, where I basically talk about certain zoo pets that I got in a certain lot, but did not get it new in box. Because if I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not expect to get this Zuzu pet in that way, shape, or form with what it has. But that's going to be a lot to talk about later on. So we're going to be talking about Hank. Now, this Hank I recently got off Mercari on the 2nd of October because I wanted to modify its nose to have a black nose and as well to have nutter sounds. Now, back then in my youth times when I was collecting Zuzu pets, I had a Hank with nutter sound, but it died 5 minutes later, so then I had to exchange for a little bit. Then later on, I got a Hank with diesel sounds, which is what most, if not all, Hanks would have when released in Series 8 with Snickle Fritz, Finnegan, and Selfie. Some of them do have either Pax or Captain Zoo sounds. A friend of mine actually has a Hank with Dashington sounds, which I consider that a rare sound variant. But Hank with diesel sounds, it's the easiest way us Americans would normally get Hank. But Hank actually had unique sounds when released in the starter set. The same starter set the Yo-Yo, Patches, and for some reason Carly was released in Sweden. Take note, I got this Hank off Mercari in the United States, straight out of Iowa, and held in a Dollar General FedEx on-site. I also got with Captain Zoo and what would have been Force, but instead I got Miss Mabel. No clue why. But that's a mystery to talk about for another time, if not never. So, do I still modify this Hank? Prove me wrong. So, I got Hank with his unique sounds. Take note, Mercari, USA, straight out of Iowa, held in the Dollar General FedEx on-site, and then went through Kentucky, Alabama, South Carolina, and then made it here to Florida. How did this get here to U.S. soil? I don't know. Its nose is a little stiff and slightly sunburnt. It's a little orange, but at this point, I really don't care. It's the Hank that we've all been looking for. I wanted to modify this. I actually was getting a Nutters. I'm still getting that Nutters. I did make a promise to the seller that I'm getting the Nutters to modify Hank with a black nose. But now that I have Hank with unique sounds, I'm not going to even modify that. I'm basically going to have to get another duplicate Hank, hopefully with diesel sounds, because if I get another one with unique sounds from America to here, I might just be the luckiest YouTuber ever. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm going to be real with you. I've been trying to get a Hank with diesel sounds so then I could do the modification thing to basically recreate the Hank that is seen in stock images, you know, the ones with the black nose and stuff, and as well the Hank specifically that I had in my childhood Zuzu pet collection before I died 5 minutes after I got it off Toys R Us. Full review coming soon, I guess. Oops, sorry, Hank. That's my favorite sound. I like that sound. It's silly. Let's go ahead and rewind that over and over. I love it. I really love it. I really do. It runs perfectly fine, of course. Back then, a former ZooTuber that doesn't do ZooTube anymore mentioned that Hank with a bowling pin angled like this would be identical for one with unique sounds, while the ones that are tilted there would basically be the ones from Series 8. Now, of course, I didn't really believe it too much because no one here in the U.S. would have a Hank with unique sounds. The only time I ever had heard those sounds before was one post on Instagram. One time when a former ZooTuber, now known as Laser Girl, had a Hank with unique sounds from the starter set in Russia. Don't forget that. So I'm guessing Hank with unique sounds would be more common in like some parts of Europe, Czech Republic, and Russia. That's like the only sound clip that was known. I of course made a video on it called 100 Pure Hank Sounds because, you know, for the funnies. I know another person had a Hank with unique sounds, but I didn't know whether they were from the US or another part of Europe or UK. But, yeah. Oh, and as well, Richie did get a Hank with unique sounds like a long time ago when he got pounced for the first time back in 2019 or 2018. I don't know. It's been a long time. But he as well has a Hank with unique sounds, but doesn't know where specifically. So, of course, he has a Series Hank in his possession at the moment. But, now I got Hank with unique sounds. Even though that was not the plan, I was supposed to make it modified with a black nose and other sounds. I'm still happy with what I have here right now. But let's go ahead and do some magic on how he would look with a black nose. You know, that actually would look a lot more better now that I think about it. Yeah, Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and stay zootastic.